Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to get into Amazon Warrior episode number 8. Now, if you're new to my channel and you don't know what the Amazon Warrior is all about, all you have to do is go watch episode number 1. But for everybody else, you already know the deal. Get your drinks ready. And as usual, I got to throw my usual disclaimer out there. This is not a little kid video. Alright, so if you got little kids, put them out the room. We're going to be drinking. We're going to be cursing. We're going to be talking shit. You already know how it goes. So, without wasting any time, let's get busy. Now, get your supplies ready. Now, I had a lot of requests on what I should drink. Shout out to all the Mexicans out there. Somebody just hit me up, actually, on Instagram and said that I think Mexican Independence Day is Tuesday. I think Monday or Tuesday. Asked me to drink some tequila. Now, I do got to do some other shit later tonight, so I'm not trying to get extra wasted. So we're going to take it something simple and something light. All right, so I got the Pizza Rock. So let's get our supplies ready right now. So get your Pizza Rock. This is one of my custom drinks here. All right, now, but before we even go into the supplies, I got a special guest here on deck. All right, got my girl T in the house. She's going to be drinking with the Amazon Warrior tonight. So we're going to have fun. Now, she's a little bit shy, a little bit nervous, so I'm not going to, put her on the spot too much. But T, just say hi and feel free to chime in anytime you feel like it, all right?
Hi, everyone.
She's such a nerd. All right. All right, so let's go. Let's get back to the supply checklist. All right, so get your Pizza Rock on deck. All right, this is one of my custom drinks. I don't have a name for it yet. Hit me up in the comments, too, and if y'all can think of a good name for this one. But we got the sliced peaches. All right, now these are Dole, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, these are the Dole peaches. All right, let's do the smell test. Smell fresh. You want to smell?
Yes.
All right, smells fresh. All right, so we got the Dole peaches on deck. We got the Pizza Rock. Now, I did loosen the top up, so I don't have to go through the struggles again. So we got the Pizza Rock, peach halves. You already know the Amazon Warrior shot glasses. Now, the official ones, we'll talk about that in a minute. But these are still the same drink up bitches glasses. Got those on deck. And get yourself a plastic fork. And let's pop this open. And of course, get yourself a nice microfiber sweat rag for when you start sweating. And the spill rag. I got the spill rag on deck too. Because when I start having fun, start spilling. T, you know what I'm saying, right? Let's go. All right. First shot of the day. T, I'll make the drinks for you, all right?
Yes.
All right, let's pop this open. All right, now, fellas, ladies, go easy in the comments, all right? This is T's first time on camera, so please take it easy on her, all right? She's we actually both have the day off today, so I decided to, instead of just getting drunk normally, why not get drunk with the Amazon Warrior status? T, open that for me real quick. Let's get these ready. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop a peach. Now shout out to T also for cutting these peaches up real nice. Cut them all at a 30-degree angle. I see that. Oh, one more supply I forgot to mention. This might be the most important part. Alright, get the Minute Maid peach. Alright, now this is my first time tasting this drink. I like to make up shit as I go along. But we're gonna see how this one works out. Alright. Little spillage, starting off early. Okay, so I'll take this one. All right. Now, first shot of the day. Let me slide these out the way a little bit. Here we go. First shot of the day. This shout out is going to go to everybody who came through to Beamer Stock 2014. Now, I will have the footage up, and the shit was crazy. Okay, the shit was bananas. Shout out to Motorceps. That's the team I went up there with. But I bumped into at least, what I want to say, maybe 8 to 10 cats that hit me up on the YouTube and the Instagram and all that. And everybody was coming up to me, was talking about cars and talking about phones and taking pictures and all that. So we're going to have this first shot right here. For all the cats that follow the videos, all the cats that happened to come through the Beamer Stock today and seen your boy Floss in person. And it was all love. I had a lot of fun. All right, so let's have this first shot.
Cheers.
Cheers. Drink up, bitches. What do you think about that drink, T?
That's nice.
Nice, right?
Nice and smooth.
Goes down nice and smooth. The peach is pretty good too. Now y'all know I always like to chew in your ear. That's how I do it now. That's how I do it. All right, so that one was actually pretty good. Let's make another one, just have on deck. Y'all know I like to have my shit prepared. And we get into the main question of the whole week. All right, this iPhone 6 shit that's been going down. Now, hit me up in the comments. Let me know how many of y'all actually watched that whole live stream, even though some of it was in Chinese or another language. But I don't know, it was kind of annoying to watch unless you had the right link. But let me know if y'all watched that. I watched it. And a lot of people asked me, what's my impressions of the iPhone 6 and the 6 Plus? Well, I happen to have the spec list right here. Now, y'all know I don't like talking about specs and all that bullshit, but whatever. I didn't memorize them yet because I don't have the phone. So let's just, I don't want to quote nothing wrong. Let's just see what some of the specs they got. Now, even without looking at the spec list, just off the top, you got a 4.7-inch screen, which is bigger than this bullshit. All right, so it's the 4.7-inch screen. It's a lot bigger. And you also have the 6 Plus, which is 5.5 inches. That's the one that everybody's really concerned with. I'm pretty sure that on next Friday, and especially by Monday, you'll be able to walk into Best Buy or the Apple Store and just buy the iPhone 6 straight up. They're not going to be sold out all over the country like this one was with the 6 Plus on deck, because everybody's really looking forward to the 6 Plus. But now you got some changes. You got NFC.
Bingo.
Oh, big deal. NFC. Okay. Everybody getting mad hype, even though I was using NFC about 3 years ago, but that's another story. But anyway, so you got NFC now. Now look, matter of fact, I need to take it to that spec sheet real quick because I want y'all to laugh with me. I want y'all to get a good laugh. Let's see if I can find this spec sheet I just had up here earlier. Matter of fact, it's on my Galaxy phone. Let me pull that up. Now let's go through some of the specs real quick. Y'all see for yourself. All right, so now you're looking at let's see, some of the same bullshit. Okay, now, one thing you gotta admit, whether you love Apple or hate Apple, they know how to do it the best when it comes to the fingerprint scanner. Now, all y'all cats with the Galaxy S5, look, I'm using the S5 right now. Don't hit me up in the comments and say, oh, my S5 fingerprint scanner works every time. Nigga, you lying. Okay, this shit don't work 100% every time, especially like the iPhone does. How many times does your iPhone 5S, when you try to go with the fingerprint, how many times does it not work?
Never, hardly never.
Yeah, the iPhone 5S is pretty much 100% when it comes to fingerprint scanner. That's one thing Apple has on lock. So we won't, we got to give them credit where credit is due. Y'all know when it comes to this Android versus Apple shit, y'all see me on Facebook. I was having a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody who was on that post. We was trolling each other, having mad fun. My brother Mook, he's a #1 Android hater. But it's all fun. It's all love. But at the end of the day, you got to give them credit where credit is due. Apple knows how to do the fingerprint scanner, whatever. So let's see what else they got now. Okay, so 4.7 inches. Now, we're just talking about the iPhone 6. We'll go into the 6 Plus next. All right, 4.7-inch screen. Okay, shatterproof glass, oleophobic coating. Now, shatterproof glass. Okay, now, you can believe that if you want. You can believe that if you want. Shout out to the nigga from Unbox Therapy. Watch that video that he did with Joe Rogan and them. And the glass is not shatterproof. Now, of course, you're not going to be shooting arrows. No, unless you happen to have your iPhone in your pocket and a nigga shooting arrows at you. Yeah, then probably ain't going to shatter like that. But I doubt if you drop the shit down the stairs, it's not going to crack. We got to see that to believe it. All right, so we gotta wait to get the hands on to really believe that. You can't go by this spec list and believe everything that you read. That's why 9 times out of 10, you see I just passed over all of this other bullshit. I don't really care about all the 750 by 1334 pixels and all that. Who cares? The point is when you get it, how does it look? And it's gonna look nice. You know what I'm saying? And even phones from 2 years ago, the screen looked nice. So I mean, let's get over that hump of worrying about quad HD and all that. Don't really matter to the naked eye. All right, so let's keep it moving. Now, shatterproof, like I said, we'll see about that. Now, the speakers. The iPhone speakers have always been, trash. Let's be real. They at the bottom of the phone, they always been kind of trash. And there's no real improvement to the speakers so far that they've been talking about. I gotta wait till I get my hands on it to see for myself, but no real improvements on the speakers, whatever. Now, memory. This is another big point. Now they got 128 gig iPhone. All right, for all y'all niggas that running around with 2,000 apps on your phone, yeah, you might need 128 gigs. But any other regular person, a 64 gig phone would do you fine, especially if you living in the modern day and you know about the cloud. Okay, just don't put your nudes up there. We all know that. Don't put your nudes in the cloud. All right. But all your music and all this other bullshit, put it in the cloud and stop buying these 128 gig phones for extra $100. That's bullshit. When I ordered mine, I ordered 64 gig. T, you got 64 gig too, right?
Yeah.
Yo, 64 gig, you know, and even on your 64 gig now, how many free gigs you got left?
34.
Yeah, okay, so you get, that's what I'm saying. So on mine, I think I use only 17 to 20 gigs, so whatever. You don't need a 128 gig iPhone unless you just want bragging rights. Other than that, you don't need that. But that's another major important part, just in case now maybe you do have a whole bunch of movies and bullshit on your phone. Okay, that's just an option. I like options. Now, keep in mind the Note. I'm not going to turn this into a comparison video, but the Note has removable, storage. So you could do that 128 gig too if you want. But whatever, let's stick to this iPhone shit right now for the meantime. Now, what else we got? Okay, it comes with Bluetooth. It has Bluetooth on it, T.
Bluetooth?
Yeah, they listing that as a feature, there's Bluetooth. Okay. All right, now, NFC. All right, so now this is another important thing. Now, I got into some big shit on Instagram. Shout out to Mr. Mookie. Look at his Instagram and see for yourself. We got into this big, giant debate with, I think, 150 comments on that picture about NFC. Now, he was trying to say that Google Wallet is whack and, a lot of retailers don't use it. And now that Apple has NFC, you're going to see everybody and their mother, every store in the world going to have NFC. And, of course, I mean, it goes with the territory. Apple is more famous, and if you want to put it like that, Apple is more, mainstream, is more simple. So, yeah, of course, now that Apple has NFC, I expect to see NFC in places that you didn't see Google Wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like now I expect to see, NFC, tag spots in Models and VIM and all the grocery stores now. They know, especially when you go to the mall, you're going to see NFC tags everywhere. And that's good for Android users and Apple users because it's that's what I was trying to explain to him, that is NFC tag pay is the same. It's not two different machines. I sent him a picture. I'm not going to blow him up now, but I sent him a picture of the gas station. Yo, T, remember when we first got those, what was that, the Galaxy Nexus? Mm-hmm. Let me tell you a story real quick before we get out of here, get back into this iPhone shit. When we first got the Galaxy Nexus, y'all remember that, the Samsung Galaxy Nexus, when it only came out on Verizon first? All right, so we waited for that phone for like 6 months. Remember, they kept pushing the date back. They kept pushing it back. Finally got it. All right, now one of the main features of that was Google Wallet. That's when Google Wallet first came out. So now we go to the gas station. We over here on Linden, what was that? Atlantic and Van Wyck. We at the gas station. So now I just got the phone that day. I just set up my Google Wallet. I'm feeling like James Bond. You know what I'm saying? Straight boss mode. So now when you first sign up with Google Wallet, all y'all old school cats know, when you first signed up with Google Wallet, you got $10 free. Remember, you get the free $10. So now we get to the gas station. Now I had money in my pocket, of course, but I didn't want to use it. I want to use my Google Wallet. So I went and bought some shit. I think a couple of Dutches and soda, some shit. It came up to like $6 or whatever. So now the guy's there. I'm pulling out my phone. I'm like, God, I'm gonna pay with my phone. They got the speed pay thing in the gas station. That's a BP gas station. So they got the speed pay joint. So I pull out my phone and I'm trying to. Now, one thing I forgot to do, I will take responsibility for that. I forgot to turn NFC off on the phone. So I got Google Wallet and I'm putting the phone down to the NFC tag. And he looking at me like I'm crazy, like, yo, what are you doing? He thought I was like playing games. He's like, yo, come on, man. Like, I got other customers. Remember, there's other niggas behind me online and they like want to go pay for their shit, but I'm not moving until I pay for my shit with Google Wallet, especially after I waited for that Nexus for like a year or maybe 8 months. And then it finally came and I bought the shit off contract. We both got them. So we down like $1,400. I'm paying for this shit with Google Wallet. I'm making it work. So everybody behind me looking at me like, why he playing games with the phone? I turned on NFC and I hit the spot. Ba-bing. Remember that sound they made? Boop, bloop. Everybody in the gas station was like, oh, what's that? Let me see that shit. I was definitely James Bond that night. Shout out to me. I was a boss that night. All right. But back to what I was saying about Apple. NFC is nothing new, okay? So that's not a big deal, but it is a big deal for y'all cats who strictly had iPhones. Then now y'all could actually use NFC. Now, if you ever go to the city, there's NFC tags in places at the city. So you walk to, especially you go to landmarks, Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building, there's always going to be an NFC tag. When you hit your phone on it, it's going to give you all the information about the landmark, your longitude, latitude, all the stores that's around, what kind of food you like. NFC tags is going to be a big deal now, bigger than they was with Android, now that all of y'all late bloomers with Apple, finally got it. Whatever, let's see what else. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna get into all of this bullshit specs, but 8 megapixel camera. A lot of people saying, you know, Galaxy phones coming out with 16 and Nokia phones got 20 megapixels. Don't get into all that megapixel shit because it all depends on the lens. You can have 100 megapixels. If you got a bullshit lens, your camera, the camera quality is going to be whack. So nobody cares about 8 megapixel. You already know Apple knows how to make cameras, so we're not worried about that. So fine, the camera's an improvement. Okay, so we got that. More sensors. Okay, what else? Let's see, video, looks the same. Okay, iOS 8. Now, you've seen the iOS 8 presentation for yourself. Now you got widgets. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you know, yeah, they're riding Android again. Okay, now you got widgets. Okay, fine. Look, I'm not hating on Apple because I did pre-order mine. I'm getting it. What date we getting those? What they said, not the 19th, the week after the 19th, the following Monday. All right, so we got those on pre-order, so we getting those. I'm not hating. All right, but iOS 8 looks smooth. It does, but a lot of these features are features that I've been using for years. So I'm not that impressed as somebody would be who strictly had iPhones. So I'm not really that impressed, but I'm looking forward to it though. You know, I like the competition. I like the challenge. Whatever. iOS 8 looks smooth. Now, everybody knows that one thing about Apple phones is you got a smooth operating system. You don't have to worry about that. That's one thing that, now we could argue back and forth between Android and Apple all day, but one thing Apple doesn't have and basically never had is lag. And you're going to get that with Android phones, but it's a trade-off. You know, you're going to get lag on your Android phone, but you're getting multitasking, real multitasking, split screen windows. You're getting more features. You're getting Air View and S Pen features. You know, so it's a lot more stuff going on your Android phone than your Apple phone. So you expect to have a little bit of lag here and there. But nowadays, now you got an HTC M8, you got your Galaxy S5. You already know that the G3, the LG joint, the days of Android lag is pretty much over. All right, so all y'all cats that was clinging on that as your argument against Android and Apple, let that go. All right, the days of lag is over. So now we got iOS 8 new features. You see they got the new text messaging features. Now you could send pictures and all that straight from the text messages, like niggas been doing on Android for years. Whatever. But like I said, I'm not gonna get into all of that right now. We're not gonna get into that right now. Let's not get into all of that. But you know, all right. So iOS 8 has some new updates, some new features. Look, I don't like to do all that rumorville shit and all those leaks and spec videos. I don't do that. I like to make a video when I got the shit in my hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to talk third party and second hand. Okay, I heard from here that this could do this. I heard this. I don't like to do that. So that's why I'm gonna leave this iPhone shit alone until I actually get it. But just off my initial first impressions, I like it. I think it's gonna be better than the iPhone 5S and pretty much the best iPhone that's on the market right now. So you gotta like that. And if you like it, Apple phones, then you're gonna like that. You also got the 6 Plus. Now, that's a big difference also. Now, you got 5.5-inch screen. That's what people been begging Apple to do since the 3G. Since the Apple 3G, people been begging Apple to come out with 2 phones at a time. You got the money to do it. Stop coming out with 1 phone at a time. You know what I'm saying? Even though y'all making money and all that, I'm speaking directly to Apple. Even though y'all making money and all that, you see Samsung will come out with the S5. They'll come out with the Note, the Note 4, they got the Note Edge. They're coming out with 3-4 bangers at a time. All right, so that's what people's, hardcore Samsung heads, that's what you like. You like choices, you like variety. Like I said, I'm not going to turn this into an Apple versus Samsung video, but a lot of people ask me on Twitter, a lot of people ask me on Facebook, which one am I more excited for? And to be honest with y'all, I'm more excited for the Note. What about you, T? Which one are you more looking forward to since you're going to get both of them? Which one are you actually more excited about?
The Note, of course.
All right, so yeah, on the low, we team Android over here on the low. Don't tell nobody because I'm making videos on everything, but on the low we do like Android better. So let's have a shot right now for all the Android heads out there that have been waiting for me to shit on Apple. I'm not gonna shit on Apple. Okay? I'm not gonna shit on them. I like Apple, but let's keep it all the way live. Keep it 100. We all know that the Galaxy Note 4 and the Galaxy Note Edge will be the phone of the year. All right, you heard it from me first. All right, drink up, bitches. CT, after you drink this shit, you gotta go.
I'm chewing.
You gotta let niggas know that the shit went down nice and smooth. All right, what else? Let's talk about this iWatch shit real quick now. Now look, the iWatch. What's my impressions of the iWatch? The iWatch looks cool. It looks like a good my first watch, into the watch game, because this is Apple's first watch into the game. So we got to cut them some slack. Even though they had all this time, over a year and a half, to study Samsung, to really dick ride on Samsung. They had all this time, and that's the best that they could come up with. I'm a little bit disappointed. You already seen the Galaxy Gear 1, you've seen the Gear 2, you've seen the Neo, you've seen the Moto 360, you've seen the LG watch. All these watches done came out. Apple was sitting back all this time. They could have took a little piece from each watch and made the master watch, but they didn't do that. Instead, they went, try to go with some, knob on the side bullshit that I could already see that's going to be whack. All right, because that knob is going to be mad small. It's going to be whack. And you got 2 different sizes. Now, I don't know who's going to opt for the smaller size. T, even you got a small wrist and all that. I see you rocking the Gear. Does that feel too big for you, or would you opt for a smaller size if they had it?
It's perfect because it's adjustable.
Okay, so there you go. So even with the adjustable, I'm talking about screen size though. If they had a smaller screen size Gear, would you have opted for a smaller one instead of a bigger one?
No, I would not.
It kind of defeats the purpose. If imagine how small these notifications going to be on an even smaller watch than this.
They make small phones. That's why they got to.
Yeah, that's why they got to keep everything small for all the small cats out there. But all the big dogs, we want big watches. All right, now back to the iWatch though. Not really that impressed. I do know for one thing for a fact that since Apple is so popular, you're going to see 1,000 bands come out. They're going to have 1,001 different color bands. They're going to have 1,000 different one colors. You already see they got a 24 karat one coming out. They're going to have every major clothing line is going to have their limited edition Apple Watch. We already know this. I wouldn't even be surprised to see some kind of Rolex or Tag or Yachtmaster, a limited edition Apple Watch. I wouldn't be surprised to see that. But even with the Gear S coming out and the iWatch and all, even the Moto 360 and all that, at the end of the day, it's going to be hard for me to stop using my Gear 2 because of the camera. Now, a lot of people are going to say, okay, I don't even use the camera on my Gear 2. I don't use it that much. Hit me up in the comments and let me know, all y'all cats that got a Gear 2, do y'all use the camera or not? But for me, the camera on my Gear 2 is basically like walking around with a gun. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You know what I'm saying? So all these days I walk around with the camera on my watch, and I might not use it for a week straight. Who cares? The one time that I do need it and I get that picture that I couldn't get by pulling out my phone, or I sneak that quick picture of somebody, one of these cops or something, I sneak a quick badge photo or something. The one time I need this, it's going to come in handy and it's going to make it all worthwhile. So I don't know why these companies opted out of using the cameras on the phones. You see the original Gear had it, the Gear 2 had it. I don't know why Samsung strayed away from that. It would have been nice if they would have came out with 2 versions like they did with this one. Come out with the Gear, and then come out with the Gear Neo, a little bit cheaper, more affordable for cats that don't want the camera. But there's going to be them people like me, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all too, hit me up in the comments too, let me know, that's going to be actually looking forward to the camera. All right, so I'm going to get the Gear S anyway. T, you want a Gear S?
Yes, I do.
All right. High five. So I get you a Gear S2, but at the end of the day, I think we're still going to be using these. I don't see us putting these down anytime soon. But whatever, we'll get the Gear S2 just so we could keep our boss status at a maximum level. But at the end of the day, I do like the Gear S better with the curved screen. It's
Swarovski crystals.
Oh, they got the Swarovski crystals. Hey, look now. Before let me address that real quick. Did y'all see the Samsung Galaxy, the Gear S with the Swarovski crystals on it? The shit looks crazy. Now I see y'all trolls right now. I know y'all motherfuckers is typing on your computer. Get off your keyboard right now. Right? Let me explain that to you. Now I know it's not Swarovski crystals. I know it's the Swarovskis or however you pronounce it. Swarovski, some shit. Yeah. But let me tell y'all how every time I see that or we see something like that, we call it the Swarovski crystals. Let me tell you why. All right? Matter of fact, let's have a quick shot before I tell you. Well, let the trolls type, because I know the trolls is typing like, oh, this ghetto ass nigga, he said Swarovski crystals. Look, T, let's have a quick shot right now for these motherfuckers, and then I'll break that down real quick. All right, drink up, bitches. How you like this Ciroc? It's all right, though.
It's nice. Mm-hmm.
Nice and smooth. Mm-hmm. All right. Back to the Swarovski crystals. Now, What's the name of that show? Is it American Porn? Or is it Porn Stars? No, Porn Stars. Porn Stars is the good one. What's the other one with Les and that other? Les is the owner and his son and the daughter work there. I know the name of the store. I think it's called American Jewelry, the American Loan and Jewelry, some shit. All right. T's taking it to the computer right now to get the name. That's why it's good to have somebody on deck when you. Matter of fact, hit me up in the comments too and let me know. Let me know. Should I actually hire T to sit in with me for these Amazon Warrior videos? Because I do need another hand to.
Hardcore porn.
All right, hardcore porn. All right, good. Hop off. Yeah, hop off. All right, look. All right, look. Hardcore porn. So we watching the episode of Hardcore Porn one day. Now. A girl came in there. Now, y'all already know, if you watch that show is in Detroit, in the middle of the hood. There's mad thoughts that be coming up in there. It's mad ratchet people in there. It's mad ghetto, mad hood. So now the chick came up in there with some earrings, and she thought they was real gold. So she wanted to pawn them, and she wanted to pawn them for like $2,000, some extra high price. So now the girl, I forgot the daughter's name, she looked at them and she was like, nah, I can't even give you $20 for these. So the girl was like, why not? You know, she was like, these are not, why not? Why can't I get $2,000 for them? She was like, not only are these not diamonds, these are not, Swarovski's crystals, or however you pronounce it. So the girl started flipping. She was like, nah, okay, I already knew they wasn't diamonds. I knew that already, but you can't tell me these ain't the Swarovski's crystals, yeah? And they pause the camera, they keep looking at the daughter, and she's like, what you said? She's like, Swarovski's crystals. And so I don't know, maybe we was kind of tipsy that day, I don't remember, but we must have laughed for like about 30 minutes straight. I had to rewind that part about 10 times. And that was a long time ago. That was like over a year ago. Every time I see those crystals, I call them the Swarovski's crystals. T hates when I say that, but I do what I gotta do. T, you want another shot, or you want to hold off on one?
That's good.
All right, so let's get another shot real quick. Matter of fact, let's get into some current events. All right, now look, y'all know when I'm drinking, this is a rule that I have, and y'all niggas should probably have the same rule too. When you drink, you don't talk about religion and you don't talk about politics. All right, so that's two things. We're not gonna talk about all this ISIS shit, all these niggas getting beheaded and all this shit going down in the Gaza Strip. We're not gonna talk about that now. All right, we having fun, but we can talk about current events. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the whole Ray Rice situation. I'll give y'all my take on this right now. All right, now Ray Rice, my nigga Ray Rice, yo, Ray Rice. See, let's have a shot, man. Let's have a shot for Ray Rice's career, man. It was good. He had Nike, all these endorsements. Yo, Ray Rice, man, rest in peace, yo. You still alive, but your career is rested in peace, yo. And it's not only rested in peace, but you fell victim to the #1 downfall. I know cats are home thinking, oh, the #1 downfall is gold digging chicks and all that. No. That's not the #1 downfall. The #1 downfall is the video camera, nigga. Yo, you wildin' out on video, son. That's a no-no. That's a no-no. If you now, his chick, yo, she do got a mean chin, because she did absorb that. That was a left hook, I believe. She did absorb that left hook like a G. I gotta give her that. Even though she did roll over and play dead, I don't know if she was really I don't know. She might have been putting an Oscar award winning performance. I don't know. But look, I don't condone that shit. I'm just we just clowning. But at the end of the day, Ray Rice, yo, you already see. And the funny thing is, not even funny, more sad. You just seen what happened to Jay-Z and Beyonce and Solange in the elevator. You know these places have cameras in the elevators. You know this already. Now, if he would have did the same shit in his car, like if he would have just said, you know what, he would have been like, all right, because she said some. Now, look, we got to get the transcript for ourselves. We rushing the judgment, but we got to get the transcript. Somebody said that he spit in her face. Now, look, to be honest, I only seen that video maybe about 4 times. I never really rewinded slow motion, but somebody said that she said something and then he spit in her face. And that caused her to maybe like she did like some gesture toward him. I don't know if she smacked him or whatever, but somebody said that he spit in her face. Now look, Ray Rice, I'm talking to you, nigga. We clowning. But look, whatever she said to him, he should have been like, all right, you got that. You know what I'm saying? You got that. take it out to the car. Because look, at the end of the day, y'all see, now, this ain't just me. At the end of the day, 2 days ago, Ray Rice is at his old high school football game. Him, the wife, and the daughter. So obviously, you know, whatever, you know, so we're not going to get into all this battered woman shit and bitches that be staying with niggas that be whipping their ass every night. We're not going to get into all that bullshit. But at the end of the day, we wasn't there. We don't know what's going on. A lot of shit happens when niggas be getting drunk or, you know, mad emotional times. They got a baby together and all that. So you never know. A lot of tensions and testosterone. This nigga is a football player. His job is to hit people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, maybe he thought he was at work. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he didn't clock out yet. I don't know. But the point is, whatever was going on, you never handle that kind of business in public. Let me give you some advice too for y'all young dumb niggas out there, all of y'all niggas sitting up in the bookings for all that bullshit. Let me give y'all some free advice. All right, don't do that shit outside in public. All right, and ladies, this goes for y'all too. When you want to call your man a bitch ass nigga, I know there's plenty of times that you want to call him that. I understand that, but don't do it in public. And when you call a nigga a bitch ass nigga, especially in public, you kind of forcing him to react. You know, you especially if he's an alpha male, if he's a real nigga, you forcing him to react. You know what I'm saying? Now, look, I'm not saying that, you know, he should slap you in the mouth. I'm not saying that. But if you're gonna call him a bitch ass nigga, call it to him in your house. This way, of course, you know what's coming next. He's going upside that head. You know what I'm saying? But when he go upside your head, at least the next day you have the option to call the cops if you want. When you're in your house, you have that option to call the cops, and they're gonna come and get this nigga out of there. No doubt, he's gonna same results. But if you know you wrong, or you know y'all just drunk and y'all just emotional, y'all just going through some shit, maybe both of y'all, you know, stressed out and all that, at least you have the option to wake up the next day and be like, damn, my bad, you know, last night I had 10 shots of Hennessy, you know, you had 5 shots of Patron, we was wilding out, yo, I don't know, maybe you thought you could beat my ass, you know, you never know, that white Hennessy, do you remember that white Hennessy, yo, fellas, watch out, the white Hennessy will do it to you. So, but at least you will have the option. And you see, even with this chick, the next day she's on the news like, this shit ain't that serious, you know, like, you know, he's a loving father, you know, we made a mistake, but it's too late. They got your ass on camera and you've done now. So let me know in the comments what y'all think about Ray Rice and the whole shenanigans, all these Ray Rice shenanigans. Look, personally, should he have been banned from the NFL? My personal opinion, look, I don't know, man. I'm not getting into all that shit. I'm not getting into whether they should ban him for his whole career and all that, especially if the chick is not pressing charges, especially if she's admitting, like, okay, she provoked him and she did this and that. Look, I'm whatever, man. You know, but I understand the NFL got to maintain their image and all that bullshit, whatever. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. Me personally, I could give a fuck because, you know, I'm not a Ravens fan, so hopefully their whole team will get banned from the league. I want the whole Ravens squad to get banned from the league. You know what I'm saying? But that's my personal opinion. Now, I do have an opinion on something else, though. The Adrien Peterson situation going down. All right, now, if y'all cats don't know, I'm burping all in your ear, my bad. If y'all cats don't know, your boy Adrien Peterson from I think he's in Minnesota. He's mad nice, so y'all can't see. Y'all know him. He got arrested last week and just came out of jail. He got suspended for the game tonight, which I hope they lose. I hope they lose that game, just for principle alone. He got suspended for, listen to this now, for beating his kid. His kid, all right, this is his kid, beating his kid with a switch. All right, now look, there's 2 ways to look at this. All right, let's go over the first way. Now, one thing I will say that I didn't like about the situation, and the kid is 4 years old. That's a little bit young, a little on the young side to be taken into the switch, but this is more than a child abuse and child endangerment issue. This is more to me of a racial kind of thing. And y'all know I'm not a racist. I don't get into all that racial bullshit, but you know, sometimes race comes into play when it comes to certain situations. Now, growing up as a black kid, a switch is considered getting a beating, yo. That's a normal way of getting a beating. Not only are you getting hit with the switch, but your grandmother would tell you to go get the switch, yo. She'll make you go pick it up. Now you see, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Now you try to be slick, you go outside, you try to pick out the skinniest stick you get, you getting it worse, yo. All right, so you don't get the biggest one. because then they know that's a setup.
Small to medium.
Yeah, don't get the biggest one because they're gonna be like, oh, this nigga trying to, he's trying to play games. Like, you can't come with some big ass tree branch. Like they know you're not gonna hit them with that, but they'll tell you to go get a switch, pull off the leads, and then they're gonna beat your ass with it. And that's how we grew up. That's how a lot of kids grew up. I'm pretty sure Adrien Peterson, he's one of them country niggas too. He's from down south, especially in them country niggas, yo. They get in the switch from now. Look, you could say 4 years old. That might be too early, but it all depends on the kid. Because I've seen some badass 4-year-olds. There's some kids that you can't just go by age. You got to go by the exact kid. Now, even though you can't say, okay, there's a badass 2-year-old, that's too young. That's like all 2-year-olds are pretty much mad inquisitive. Yeah, they all over the place. You give a 2-year-old something, the first thing they do is put it in their mouth. There's no 2-year-old that you can say stop and they're going to be like, okay, stop. No. 4 years old now, yeah, that's when you start to see the difference between a good kid and a bad kid. There's some kids that's 4 years old that you can't tell them nothing. And there's other kids that's 4 years old and a little bit more behave. Now, me personally, as a dad, as a father, I did have to slap my daughter when she was 4 years old. I had to slap her in the face mad hard. That's because I bought her this little jumping jack shit, and I kept telling her, play with it right there. Play, no matter what, don't go in the street. All right? And then the ball kind of rolled into the street, and she didn't even think about it twice. Immediately ran toward the street, and I had to slap her. Now, I felt bad, but guess what? She never did it again. And that's how, like I said, let me know in the comments, all y'all cats from Romania, Australia, Germany, Japan, let me know if it's a cultural thing, a racial thing, or, how you feel about that. But personally, I think that maybe 4 years old, depending on the kid, might be a little bit too young, but let's see. But as far as the reports that I read on the news, it wasn't like he beat him with the switch and he was bleeding and, it was just a straight up beating. And I guarantee you, whatever he beat that kid for that day with that switch, he ain't gonna do it again. And if he does do it again, then you already know how that kid is, what path he's going. Because when I was growing up, we got beatings with extension cords, broomsticks,
water guns,
water guns, whatever toy you was playing with, and your mom's, you playing with your Transformer toys. And y'all remember back in the days, toys was real. Not these toys that y'all niggas got now. Our toys was made out of metal. Y'all niggas got all these little plastic toys and all that. Remember the old school Transformers? Them shits was metal. Remember die-cast metal. So whatever toy you was playing or whatever shit you was doing, when your moms came home after she got that call from school, whatever you was doing, that's what you're getting that beating with. So if you was outside sweeping up the yard, you getting beat with that broom. If you inside playing with your Transformers, playing with Voltron, taking that playing with Voltron, you're gonna transform that. You playing with your Transformers, you're gonna transform Optimus Prime into the truck version and beat your ass with the truck version of Optimus Prime. Not the robot version, look, we clowning, but at the end of the day, look, in order to arrest somebody and put him in jail and suspend their livelihood and all that for beating his kid, that, at the same time, he could be like, all right, one of them niggas that don't take care of the kid at all. He's trying to raise the kid, yeah. Now, I don't think he should have got suspended. I don't think he should have got arrested and all that. Maybe he just need a little counseling on
some time off from work.
Yeah, exactly. He might need a little time or a little guidance to be like, look, this nigga might be too young.
Maybe he's away from the kid too much,
It could be that too. He could be just not, especially if the kid don't live with him, then, he got to establish his dominance. He's an alpha male. He's a football player. So football players are pretty much all football players. In order to make it to the NFL, you got to be an alpha male. You're not going to be some bum ass, bitch ass, soft nigga and make it to the NFL. That's not how it works. So he's a real man. So he's trying to raise his son to be a real man. So you gotta respect that on some levels. Now hit me up in the comments. I know some of y'all tree hugging hippies gonna hit me up like, oh yeah, I don't beat my kids at all. I don't do that. Look, right now I don't beat my daughter because I don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I did that when she was young, and now when we go in the supermarket. And she say, oh, daddy, can I get this? I don't have to, like, no, put that down. All I got to do is look. I just got to give her that look, and she know what time it is. You watch that show, Scared Straight? There's kids right now, if you don't beat them, you'll see how they're going to end up. Look at Scared Straight. There's kids right now, they go in the supermarket. Y'all probably see them for yourself. Hit me up in the comments and let me know the story. Let me know y'all story. But, do you remember that time where was we at? I think we was at Toys R Us with Amaya. And the little kid was playing with the little go-kart shit. And the mother's like, all right, all right, Johnny, it's time to go. Get off the little go-kart shit. The little kid looked at the mother like, what, you stupid? They're like, I'm here. The little kid was like, I'm here. Leave me alone. The little kid's like, leave me alone. Shut up. Yeah. And the mom's like, oh, you don't tell me to shut up again. You're going to be in timeout. Now, let me tell you something right now. All right? Now, look, like I said, this could be some cultural shit. I don't know. But black kids, imagine black kids, and when I say black, I don't just mean black, Hispanic, ghetto. I mean, like, kids that grew up a certain kind of way. You could be white too. Maybe it depends how you grew up. But kids that grew up with, matter of fact, let's bring it away from color. Let's bring it more towards kids who grew up in a authoritative, hands-on kind of household. A hands-on, yeah. And when I say hands-on, I mean hands on your ass, right? A household because I know there's white people that do that too. There's white people that, especially Spanish people, y'all know your grandmother would take that chancleta off and slap you in the mouth with it so fast, you wouldn't even get a chance to finish eating that taco. I'm clowning. No, but seriously, my Hispanics cat hit me up. All my Hispanic dudes hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you ever, let me know how that chancleta felt when you did some dumb shit. But the point I'm trying to say is, it's more a cultural thing. When you got those beatings as a kid, look how you grew up. Like, I grew up a certain kind of way. I knew that if I did some shit, I'm getting a beating. Imagine if I would have got a timeout to go, all right, I cut school today. Let me go to timeout. So what I'm going to do in timeout, I'm going to play with my toys. I'm going to do shit. I'm going to sleep. Timeout is nothing. All right. When I was growing up, and T, you could let me know how you grew up, but when I was growing up, we never had timeouts, we never got grounded, and we never got put on punishment. We could be outside playing with our friends, riding bikes, throwing dirt bombs and all that. Yo, when my pops came home, you getting that beating with the belt, and then you go right back to play and do whatever. Who cares? Like, you don't get to get time out. You getting a beating.
I got beatings and put in the corner.
you got the double whammy. See, I got the real hardcore beating that you got a real beating that you didn't even need time out. You got beat, and then they'll encourage you to go back outside and play. Go back outside and play. Let all your friends see your tears and let them know that this is what you got because you didn't behave. This is what you got. Now you come back outside wiping your tears off, and everybody like, damn, son, what happened? You got a beating? And you're like, yeah, well, I'm back out, but I got a beating. Next time, believe me, on Thursday, I'm taking out the trash. Especially you forgot to take out the trash, you will get a beating. All right, so whatever. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about the whole Adrien Peterson situation. Personally, I think they overreacted. I think it's a little bit too harsh. There's no injuries that substantial on the kid to have put the man in jail and making him miss his livelihood. That's how the money that he's making to take care of that kid. So whatever. Let me know. Let's have another shot real quick, T. I'm having fun. We having fun. We getting ready to take it to the Twitter and see what's going on with the Twitter sphere. This shot right here, matter of fact, this is for all y'all niggas who's on Twitter right now that been hitting me up. We're gonna take it to y'all right now. Let's go. Let's take it live to the tweets, T. Drink up, bitches. All right, now, what I do have here, up. All right, I do got my tablet here. Now, before I do my product roundup, you see I got the stand that I reviewed last week. This stand is so boss.
Really
all right, it's sick, right? This shit look hard right here. All right, so I'm gonna take it to the Twitter right now. Let's update the live tweet, and then we'll go through some of the Twitter sphere. That's what they call it, Twitter sphere.
I don't know about that.
We'll take it to the Twitter sphere real quick. Look, like I said, I'm a small fry on Twitter. I don't got too many followers. You know what I'm saying? These niggas ain't loyal on Twitter. But let's update my Twitter right now. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna write. Let me exit out of this real quick. Yeah, I'm doing this live. Talk amongst yourself for a minute while I get this set up.
I did something.
All right, what you did, T?
I wrote a tweet.
Oh, okay. You updated something too?
Yeah,
all right, look.
They following you.
Oh, okay, good. So let's do this. So I'm gonna update this live. Okay, so I'm gonna hit me up. Hit me up. Live on Amazon Warrior. Okay. So I just tweeted that out there. Let's see if anybody hits me up. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Like I said, I'm a small fry on Twitter though. You know what I'm saying? Maybe in the coming weeks I'll start doing this on the gram and shit. But I don't want to get too many of the same questions. Like a lot of people was hitting me up asking me, what do I think about the iPhone and the Galaxy and all that shit. Shit that I already done went into and all that. So we, whatever, we'll see. Let's see what we got on deck. All right, shout out to Mark Raymond. He just retweeted that. Okay. All right, that was, you want another drink, T, or what, man?
Let's go.
All right. See, T is an official soldier, all right? She's a little shy side, but we get it in, all right? We just now started on this bottle, too, so we're going to have fun. We're going to have fun. Just rock with me, all right? You having fun, T, or what, man? Let me know. Is this something you enjoy, or would you rather just go watch some Lifetime movies and cry?
Enjoy spending time with you.
Okay, just check it, because I know you like those Lifetime movies and shit. You get the tissues out, tears. Yeah. All right, let's see what else we got going on Twitter. Okay, so we got Misunderstood with the retweet. Okay, I see you. Let's see. David Sheenan, a friend of the channel, Irish Dave, got the Jam Storm. All right, shout out to Irish Dave. He got the Jam Storm. Yeah, I reviewed that, and it is sick. T, remember when I showed you how that shit was vibrating the table?
Word up.
Yeah, that's one of the best Bluetooth speakers I got yet. Let's see. Okay, so we got James Manning. He just said, am I gonna get the 64 gig or the 128 gig? We just covered that. But of course, of course, this is after the fact, so he didn't know it. I just covered that. But James Manning the third, all right, I see you. He got the cool hat on backwards, looking like a G. I see you. The answer to that is I'm getting 64 gig. All right, 128 gigs. That's a ripoff to me because I don't need that. Now I got a whole bunch of phones, but if this is your only one phone, then you might want to get 128 gigs. Whatever. But me personally, I'm getting 64 gig. All my music is in the cloud. I use Google Play Music. All my pictures on Google Plus. So that takes away so much, space worth of storage. And I don't be playing with too many of these little bullshit apps anyway. So whatever. Let's see. Let's see who else we got. Now I just hit back by accident, like a noob. All right. So we got the name. I'll be fucking up y'all niggas' names, but. Yo, give me a break, man. Now I'm having fun. All right, so Jarko 6841. All right, you know who you are. All right. Said, how's the new Sprint Spark service? He's thinking of switching over. And let me tell you, it depends where you live at. Because where I live at now, T, you got Verizon, so I'm not gonna ask you about this, but you see for yourself when we be in the car and we chilling places and all that, especially up in the gym. Yeah. You notice a lot of times I'm having more service than you on your Verizon shit. Mm-hmm. If you got Sprint Spark and you live in New York City or you live in a place, I think they got it in Seattle too and Chicago, a couple of other places. But if you got Sprint Spark in your neighborhood, trust me when I tell you want that. Because you could get Sprint. With the Sprint Spark, it's almost as good as, I wouldn't say just like Wi-Fi, but if you're in the right area, it's almost as good as Wi-Fi. The shit is banging. And, if you get Sprint, you get the $99 unlimited. So now you get in the Sprint Spark area, like where I'm up in the gym. Now I got unlimited internet. So now I could be on YouTube, Pandora, and Amazon Prime. I'm online, Netflix, all day. You know what I'm saying? Verizon with that bullshit, certain amount of gigs and all that shit's whack. So yeah, so to answer your question, Jericho 6841 Sprint Spark service in my neighborhood, the shit is popping you. All right, and you should get that. You should definitely get that. Let's see, Pro German, my man Pro German, did you pick up Destiny the game? And the answer is no. All right,
that's the one.
The one I was trying to fuck around with the other night. Look, I was trying to fuck around with, matter of fact, Titanfall, to see if I could try to get back into these first-person shooter games and all that. I can't do it. I can't do it. I tried it. I tried so many times. Look, shout out to T. She bought me Titanfall too. You know what I'm saying? High five for that. High five. All right, she bought me Titanfall. To be honest with y'all, every time I play that game, which is probably like once a month, all I do is go to the simulator sequence. I do the simulator training sequence. I do run through let the robot fall, do the whole shit, kill the little niggas at the beginning on that little training sequence, and then I turn it back off because I don't know. I can't get into these first person games. I watched a bunch of gameplay footage of our Destiny, and it's just it's so much shit going on and all that. Like I don't know. I don't know. I should just give it the old college try. I should try to get back into it. But it's so hard, especially Killer Instinct is coming out on the 23rd.
Hello.
It's so hard for me to get into these games. Because what I do is, even with Titanfall, when I did play it for the first couple of nights, remember I did go online. I did go online. But what happens is I go online and I get bodied so fast. As soon as I step into the battlefield, I get killed. I get killed 2 or 3 times, and now I'm angry. Now I want to win something. So now I gotta eject the Titanfall. I gotta put on Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, a game that I know that there's more than a 75% chance of me winning. So when I play Killer Instinct, the chance of me winning is great. So at least I could win. When I play Titanfall and all these other games, I'm getting slaughtered so fast, it's no fun. But let me know. Maybe if we start our own little online shit, you know what I'm saying? Maybe like with all of y'all cats that rock with my channel and all that, maybe we'll set up like a little Twitch channel or something. We get a little couple of games in. I wouldn't mind getting killed by y'all niggas, but I hate when you know what I'm saying? Man, random henchmen. I don't mind getting killed by some random. I'd rather get killed by y'all niggas than random henchmen, niggas that be laid up in the tree at the top. As soon as I step on the shit, I'm getting sniped. I don't like that. That's what made me stop playing Call of Duty. You know, niggas get the game.